Dr. Mohan Kumar, along with CEO of State Bank of India, Mr. Mohan Ganeshan, President of MCS, Mr. Gajanan Kolgade, Mr. Gopal Shende, and Mr. Abhay Sandaskar to please come on the stage for the lighting of the lamp. All Indian functions start with the lighting of the lamp. Primarily, Deepam, the light, signifies knowledge. All our activities and thoughts should be governed by the light of knowledge by which ignorance and darkness is dispelled. May I please request the chief guest to light the lamp. Request His Excellency Dr. Mohan Kumar to inaugurate the most awaited magazine, Salam Bahrain. We would request this. Indian cinema is very close to everyone's hearts. Some movies are a reflection of the culture and tradition of the people. When we introduced this theme, we got an overwhelming response from people. In today's world, technology has become an integral part of our lives. Everything has become E, as in e-government, email, etc. So why not have Salam Bahrain? So we decided to issue an e-version, that is the electronic version of Salam Bahrain. This is the first e-magazine in the history of Maharashtra Cultural Society. Also, all the editorial work was edited and managed online. The team behind this magazine is the editor, Mr. Abhay Sandaskar, Sub-editor, Mrs. Neelasha Shrotre. Sub-editor of the Salam Bahrain, Mr. Rishikesh Ranade. Cover page designing, Mrs. Gauri Shende. Typesetting, Mrs. Vaishali Dhake. IT head, Mr. Ramchandra Raikar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Abhay Sandaskar. Today we are blessed with the presence of Indian Ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Mohan Kumar. I'm sure that all of you here are eager to listen to Dr. Mohan Kumar. Sir, may I please request you to address the audience?
President of the Maharashtra Cultural Society, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be here in your midst today. I was just having a friendly chat with your president, and I would like to make the following remarks for your consideration. First of all, I'm delighted that they're coming up with Salam Bahrain. I'm happy to be associated with it. It also makes me extremely happy that they're going to have an Salam Bahrain. I think that is particularly commendable, considering that a lot of young people will use the electronic medium to access what is happening back home in Maharashtra, and also to know what is happening among all of you in Bahrain. So I think that is a commendable initiative. I also think it's extremely appropriate that the magazine is going to talk about 100 years of cinema. I was talking to the Minister of Civil Aviation this afternoon, who's here in Bahrain, and for which I will beg to be excused in another 20 minutes. And I was telling him that there are two important factors why India has managed to remain united in spite of there being many states and many cultures and many religions. One, I would like to believe somewhat selfishly, is the bureaucracy, because we have bureaucracies everywhere, and you can have a Marathi actually serving in Manipur and a Madrasi like me who can serve in Arunachal Pradesh, and this, I think, brings the country together. But the other B that I believe has contributed to national integration in India is actually Bollywood, frankly. And we all know that Bollywood is stationed in Maharashtra, and I am therefore very happy that the magazine has made some effort to cover 100 years of cinema. Those of us who know Hindi, who don't know Hindi, but you nevertheless watch Bollywood movies. And when I was a young student in the southern part of India, Madurai, it was very funny that there would be anti-Hindi agitation in the south those days, much before many of the young people were born here. But after doing the anti-Hindi agitation, very promptly we would go and watch Amitabh Bachchan movies in Hindi. So this was a very peculiar phenomenon, and I personally believe that cinema and Bollywood has had its own role to play. But coming back to Maharashtra Cultural Society, what I want to do really today is, without taking up too much time, is to congratulate the office bearers for organizing this function. But I think the membership is simply not enough from my point of view. I understand there are 5,000 people from Maharashtra. Now 5,000 in the context of Bahrain is not a big number, because other communities like Karnataka or other states have 50,000 and above. There are 50,000 people from Karnataka, 50,000 from Andhra, and of course any number from Kerala, you know that. So I think it is all the more important for me that when your number is small, it is important that you stay united, which I think you are, and I'd like to thank you for that. That's wonderful. But the other thing is that you must somehow ensure that these tiny tots who are growing up in Bahrain somehow stay faithful and true to Marathi culture, a little bit of exposure to Maharashtra, to the Marathi language and to Marathi culture. And I think it's important. That societies like the Maharashtra Cultural Society play their part. So I have two suggestions for you. One, somehow you people will have to pay a little bit more. I mean, I think 12 dinar per year is simply inadequate. I'm making this plea on behalf of the President. So I think that is something that you have to do. The other thing you must try and do, all of you, and it is not up to the membership committee alone, is that you must try and rope in more Marathi friends to join the Maharashtra Cultural Society. This is very important. I'm saying this because whenever I see the numbers of people which are not very big from Indian standards, I find it extremely important that you stay true to your roots, and this is one way of doing it. So with those few words, I'm very happy to be here. I'm extremely happy with the work that Maharashtra Cultural Society is doing, and I hope next year when you call me, if and when you call me, I'll be able to see many more people, and that your society is more